Welcome back. So the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau is supposed to be the ultimate consumer advocate against bank fraud. But when it came to Wells Fargo, it was quite a different story. Jerry Willis is here now with the very latest. Jerry, good morning to you.
Good morning to you. And you've been on this for weeks now. Listen to this. 2 staff reports, I've got them right here, written for House Financial Service Committee members and obtained by Fox Business, show that far from protecting consumers from bank fraud, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau ignored early warnings of trouble at Wells Fargo. The reports issued in June and September of this year reveal a bureau slow to react and an investigation that failed to be either comprehensive or independent. Details of the scandal came to light back on December 21st, 2013, when the LA Times published an article about Wells Fargo employees opening millions of consumer accounts without their knowledge to generate fees. The Los Angeles City Attorney launched an investigation and filed a civil suit in May 2015. Now, despite having embeds working inside Wells Fargo and at least one whistleblower report about the fraudulent accounts as early as 2013, the CFPB apparently did precious little to follow the money. According to the September report, committee investigators were, quote, unable to corroborate. The CFPB was actively investigating or conducting active supervision of Wells Fargo fraudulent branch sales practices. When the committee subpoenaed support materials, the Bureau found in its investigation they were sent press clippings and the bank's own records. So, I think this is $600 million every year wasted. But the most amazing thing I found is that what the CFPB was actually interested in following, not the big case that was ultimately settled, but they were interested in race discrimination. They thought that Wells Fargo had race discrimination in their credit card operations, that they gave whites higher lines of credits than they gave African Americans.
Yeah, well, and the reason that we're looking at this is because of all of the brouhaha over the Consumer Financial Protection Agency recently, where the president wanted to put Mick Mulvaney in, and the number 2 person said, no, I want to run it. Well, really, you're supposed to be defending consumers. Where were you with all of these scams?
That's right. And the one thing you focus on is racial disparity, and you're saying none was found.
None was found. And, you know, look, they could have got onto these other problems at Wells Fargo earlier. The problem with the auto loans, you name it. You know, what was being charged to people who were doing business internationally.
Right.
Lots of things they could have gotten onto they totally missed.
Right. And, of course, this was an Elizabeth Warren sort of baby.
Yeah, okay.
And she just wanted to just stick it to the banks.
How much do you think this comes of, you know, Congress can write reports on this agency, but they can't actually supervise it. They don't actually appropriate it. It was built with no accountability to Congress. How much do you think this failure to look at the big problem and pursue whatever the interest of the director was, how much do you think that comes from the way it was structured with no accountability?
Well, I think it's a huge thing. Yeah. Obviously, I think it's a big problem. And now Mick Mulvaney's running the Bureau. You got to think some things will change.
Yeah. And he said the other day, you can't believe how much power I have running this. Wait till you see how much power I have when you actually take a look at the power and the independence and the no accountability of the Consumer Financial Protection Agency. Jerry, thank you for pointing all of that out for us.